All right. Let's see here. So it'll be interesting coming up with the highlights for this one, I think. Hey, Raven, how you doing, man? So we're gonna need some actually just to go behind the claws a little bit. Just a bit. Hey, Fred, how you doing, bud? Okay, let's see here. I think we need O3s. All my pens have been pushed down to the end of the board here because I haven't used them for a week. Hey, Monty. How you doing, bud? This will be interesting because this is the bit I got to make up. Like all this stuff pretty much was here in the original. With some slight alterations. This one I gotta kind of make up from just based on the pose. Not this time. Oh, I should put up the link, I suppose. I didn't even think of that. Again, out of practice. Come on. There we go. Now just make sure the sound is coming up okay. Yep. Okay. All good. I know, right? Like it's really it is kind of like you got to do it every day, or you just or I do anyway. Or I'm gonna start forgetting shit all over the place. Okay, what does that stupid patch thing look like? Well, we got to figure out the hair too before I forget about that. Hey, Robo, how you doing? Yeah, that'll work. I don't know about this hair. Seems like he has it cut like kind of short on the one side. Hey Mike, how you doing, buddy? Maybe we should probably try some like JR, like a tent for some JR shapes and whatever this headset thing is that he's wearing. That sounds like a good deal, man. Decent way to spend your Sunday. We gotta try and kind of match the rendering going on Wolverine here. Hey Daisy, how's it going? Hey Roland, hey Seb. How you guys doing? This commission design was eventually, although the first time through I forgot that he originally asked for Wolverine to be stabbing Age of Apocalypse Cyclops. So I was just kind of copying the original drawing outright. And I was like, there, is that good? And he's like, well, what about the other part I asked for? I was like, oh fuck, right. Let's do that too. Hey, do that. Thanks very much. Yeah, let me know if anybody else's feed is getting weird. Here, let's. Like if the audio is off or anything. Okay. Maybe you just need to reload or something, Roland. Hey, Art, how's it going? Well, I mean, in the original and Age of Apocalypse timeline, I believe Cyclops shot his hand off. I'm not sure why it stayed off. I didn't write that shit. I don't have to come up with that. Well, no, that was a Neil. What's his name? Not Neil Diamond. What's his fucking name? Neil Young reference. The better to burn out than to fade away. That's from Hey Hey My. That's what Kurt was referencing. Yep, I think so. With the marketing designs, that was a big part of it. I mean, you know, and just the crossover idea in general is fun. It's a 3 or 4 month long what if, right? Event. Like, people love alternate dimension shit. I know I do. As long as it's not, as long as you're not getting it all the time. I think that's the thing. Marvel seems to really be, that's with the doubling down on the multiverse shit. It's like, no. You want it just every once in a while, and that's interesting. You do it all the time, that becomes the norm, and that gets boring. His hair's kind of, man, he's got terrible hair. Yeah, no, Cyclops had long hair in that story. And only one eye because Wolverine clawed the other one out. Oh. Like, what is this line? Oh, that's like a little cow leg. Okay. Nice. I think he's... Yeah, I mean, they keep revisiting Age of Apocalypse over and over again because it was incredibly popular. I don't entirely blame them for that. It'd probably be better if you could come up with new shit that was like, you know, kind of as engaging, but I don't know about that. That seems a little difficult. Come on. Be interesting trying to figure out how to do all the shines without looking at a reference. This is just going to be kind of faking it. Did he really? They imported the red scarf and headband? Okay. I'm like, well, that's the externals look. You're obviously conflating that. It's like, oh no, that's where they got it. Okay, I see. Age of Apocalypse was 1995. End of 95, beginning of 96. It was after the excuse me. It was after the Image guys left, and there had been a few years, and Marvel had actually developed like a crop of replacement talent in the meantime. That also eventually left. Mostly. Not the Kuberts. The Kuberts stuck around for fucking ever, but you know. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, the breastplate thing and the head sockets down to the original design, right? And you don't want to disrespect Jim Lee's original design. Nope. You can't get my sneeze germs through the internet, man. I keep telling you. Yeah, and nobody was surprised about Joe Mad leaving to go into video games. I remember like a behind the scenes thing that I assume must have showed up in Wizard. And it showed like his apartment or something, which was I feel like I remember it being very kind of sparsely furnished for one thing, but he had a big screen TV that he was playing video games on constantly, and a sword. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. And he was like, 23 or something. It will get there. Oh, okay, butterfly effect. I got you. Oh well, you got to deal with that shit. The Ian Churchill. I'm not sure I know the Ian Churchill version of Cable. Okay, give me my other brush pen back. Let's see. Oh yeah, the blue and yellow. Yeah. What, you don't like the giant marshmallow shoulder pads? The original look? Or the Spider-Man crossover variant, where he looks like he's like been sat in a crusher with a Volkswagen, and it just kind of folded it all around him. Hey, Brian, how's it going, buddy? Let's see here. Well, that was the time for that that look, right? This is quite the yeah, quite the perm that Cyclops has going on here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay. How can you tell the guy drawing has no hair? Yep. That the this is Warren, right? Yeah, that yeah, he didn't want anything to do with, and was writing as a joke, and became absolutely their most recognizable hit. I suppose that's true with the time traveling thing. I think as much of it comes down to though that he's very much a '90s character, and then after that first wave of '90s stuff kind of started getting old, you know, like Cable wasn't that big a deal anymore. I don't think, was he? So like, you know, you're switching up designs constantly to try and reinvigorate interest. That's not the one I was supposed to. Shit, I did it backwards. Oh well. The danger of talking and drawing at the same time. Oh well. Yeah, he made a bit of a resurgence because of Deadpool 2, but I mean, like, I'm thinking like mid to late '90s was Cable still popular? I know he had his own title by then, but how big of a deal was he? Probably find out actually, looking at Comic Run. Let's take a look at like 1997, say. Oh, that's a good time to pick actually, because that's when numbers get much more solid. Oh, nope. You know what? It is actually one of the bigger sellers, I suppose. Like 31st overall for issue 44. That's not bad. How about like 2 years later? Still in kind of the same position, not selling the same numbers. Yeah, 31st overall in 1997 gets you like 90,000 copies. In 1999, it gets you 50,000. Not quite the same. It kind of seems like he kind of maintained some pretty decent popularity. Like I'm sure Thor wasn't doing that well. Yeah, it wasn't until like after 2000 where he started to fall off a bit. When was he in Churchill drawing him? Oh, there isn't a cable series in 2004. Yeah, he falls a little bit after the millennium. Ian Churchill was writing in the early 2000s? Oh, early 20s in the issue numbers. I see. So that was during, yeah, like the height of his popularity. Okay. I should probably leave that alone for now. No, I think it's kind of the reverse, actually. That everybody had stopped giving a shit about cable, and it was like to being nostalgic again. Like in 2016, which is I think when the first Deadpool movie came out, like cable I don't think had been a major fixture for like a decade or so. That's my read on it anyway. I could be wrong. You didn't know who he was until Deadpool. No, I don't think he would have been very apparent up until then. That's weird that Deadpool showed up in the Spider-Man cartoon. Yeah, I know what to do. Babies, yeah. And it's funny because I mean, actually, you know what? I always got the impression Liefeld kind of didn't bother associating with Deadpool until Deadpool got popular again. I don't know that that's entirely the case because he was doing Deadpool Core and Deadpool Team Up before the movie, I think. I'm like 2011, 2012, something like that. It looked like shit, but like he was still on it. I don't think he was touting himself as the creator of Deadpool so much, but like that is his kind of his claim to fame these days, right? And we're gonna really volumize this shit. Okay, that's not exactly how that should look. Oh well. No, he did work on the character before the movie came out, but I don't think he was he was more touting himself as the creator of Cable at that time, because that had to that point was the most popular of his characters. And there's a Deadpool Cable miniseries, I think. I didn't check out too much of it. I'd like to though. You know, when I get a minute. Check out Rob's video. Yeah, this has to go. Hard to say. Well, maybe, because if we're talking about the Deadpool movie, yeah, could be. Yeah, probably then. I don't know. That's a little crazy that Rob can't upload this week. I don't know if you guys saw that. Rob Norton posted on. I'm sure Roland has seen it. No, yeah, maybe not. Rob posted on his Instagram that because he was, I think, sketching like lady parts on a stream, YouTube blocked him for like just shut him down for a week. So they put him in timeout. So he gets a week off. Might be interesting. It was vanilla? Okay, I didn't see it, but I imagine I can't see it now. And hey, Koala, how's it going? Depends. How far along are you as a beginner, I suppose, because that does kind of factor into it. Step one. Get a pencil. If you're just starting out, I think probably most of us started out by copying guys we liked, tracing over it, that kind of shit. You know, just because that is kind of how you get started. It's like, man, I want to draw that thing, so it's like that's the easiest way to do it, right? It's just I'm going to draw that thing. I'm going to make the exact lines. It's like, and you never really do when you're first starting out, but. From there, you try reproducing them, I think, without tracing, or at least this is how I did it. And again, don't get even way further apart from where it was. Like, what the hell? And then you try and figure out, okay, what are they even doing? You know? I'm talking about comic artists specifically, of course. And from there, yeah, it's like you get. I started like a slow process of having like 3 poses that I kind of knew. So, have anything here? Yeah, that would work. Never traced even as a kid? Yeah. I didn't. I traced a little bit, not very much, but at the very beginning, yeah. But like my first poses were like, I think my first heads, I'm trying to remember what they look like now. It was pretty much like that. That was my first heads. And then you go like, okay, there's shoulders here, right? And then you had like there was very little understanding. It was more about making the shapes, right? That was like the main pose I would do for a long time. And, something like that. That was like grade 7 or 8, I think. And like, hey, Comic King, how you doing, bud? I mean, that's honestly the best thing. They commissioned me to draw what? The flex? No, not so much. This one here, yes. But the best thing you can do is learn basics. Like, so fundamentals. Learn anatomy, learn light and shadow, that kind of thing. It does take a work at it sometimes. That's all right. If you keep at it, you will get better. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Bern Hogarth did the dynamic series, right? Yeah. So I definitely recommend those. Hey, Sheldon, how you doing, buddy? Can't draw a box yet. It feels special. That's no problem. Just keep working at it, I'd say. It takes some practice sometimes. Most of this shit, when you're tuning in to check out somebody on YouTube, you're looking at somebody who's probably been doing it for decades at that point, right? So if you're starting out, that might be a little bit demoralizing. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way isn't a bad one either. Personally, I liked Bern Hogarth's dynamic figure lighting and all that kind of stuff. Dynamic poses. When's the Space Usagi review? I didn't know it existed until this morning, man. It was I'd never heard of it until your comment. You're 3 months in? All right, man. That's okay. I mean, to be working on box shapes and stuff after 3 months of deciding you want to draw, that's not terrible. That's a good place to start. So figuring out shadow stuff. Hogarth did make arthritis look cool. I was gonna start drawing the box thing, but it's like, wait a minute, I don't know how to do that. Like, what is the lesson behind the box? I don't remember anymore. I guess it's like, this isn't plugged in. Something like that, right? And if you got your light source over here, then obviously this is the darkest spot. This is potentially less dark, or well, kind of in between. I don't know. I'm like, I'm not going to help at all with this shit because I just completely do it by feel these days. C-Lab 21. All right. I don't think I've heard of that one. I haven't heard of a lot of things, but I should make it clear. I feel like it's probably pretty clear for a lot of people who are like regulars by now. But yeah, best things you can work on are find books on perspective, on light and shadow, on anatomy. Those are the three main things to start out with. We're not worrying about the bounce light in the Terminator just yet. That's like, that's a little ways down the road. Like later on down the line, once you got a decent handle on perspective, light and shadow, and anatomy, then you start worrying about hang drapery and maybe eventually composition, things like that. But that's like not a priority at the beginning, in my opinion, unless you can figure it out right away. Read and study Michelangelo for what? What are you going to get out of that if you're just a beginner? Other than, like, it's very good, you know? No, the bounce light is important, but it is, it is kind of advanced stuff. I still have trouble with bounce lighting. And again, it's so important. But yeah, I'd say don't be afraid to check out the instructional stuff first, then try to copy, then try to figure out what masters are doing later on. That's way down the line. Yeah, no, I think we all need to study jiggle physics. Personally, up close, you know? Maybe there's like a club or something where we can go to see that kind of shit. This looks like garbage, man. Shit. Oh well. Okay, the hair is a bit of a mess, but at the same time, he is getting stabbed. I feel like a little muss is allowable in that case. All of a sudden, it turns into an entirely different kind of session. Yeah, I get you. And who's paying? Well, I mean, I think you can find some pretty cheap ones. The difficulty is, if you start thinking like budget, you're not necessarily going to be learning the right lessons there, right? Look at all your favorite artists and watching a shitload of YouTube tutorials. That's always a good thing too. There's so many fucking YouTube tutorials out there now. The Proco stuff. Ryan Benjamin does all sorts of interesting videos. I think David Finch probably does stuff that's a bit too advanced for beginners, but if you're using it as like a goal, that's not so bad. Always study from life? I disagree. I think you can Depends what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to become, a fine artist, yeah, maybe. Yes, there are bad tutorials out there, but I mean, so the thing is, if you're legit want to get good at drawing, then you have to really invest yourself in it to the point where it's not just, where it's like, this is my thing I do when I have any kind of free time. And eventually, anybody like that is going to realize, okay, wait a minute, I learned some bad lessons early on, you know? How do I correct these? Jesus Christ, this is some crazy fucking hair. Oh, studying jiggles in person. Oh, okay, you know what? You're right. In that case, see, I was starting to conflate the two conversations. All right. That is okay. I don't know about that hair, but all right. It is mostly recognizable as hair. Kind of a bit of a mane, but That's not all. Honestly, there is truth to that as well. That you can look at what not to do and what you can get away with. Shit, one of the reasons I got back into comics was because I was looking at Brigade again. And I was like, what do you mean this was in a professional comic? Now, that was before I did more research and realized that Merritt was just Rob's best friend from childhood. And he was gonna give him pity money for the rest of his career. The battery, how is the battery doing? Probably like 75%. Yeah, almost exactly. 74. Nicely done. Better than tracing over Penthouse magazine. I mean, Greg Land would probably disagree. I think Greg Land had a good time. How does the Eddie Guerrero method translate to drawing in comics? Unless we're just talking about juicing in general. Lie, cheat, and steal. Oh, okay, very much. Okay, there you go. See, you talk about the Eddie Guerrero method. I'm like, oh, by taking massive amounts of steroids and dying of heart disease? I don't want to do that. It's like, oh, no, that's right. Shit. What's he got going on here? Apparently some kind of big old metal arm thing going on. Oh, fuck. I didn't know that. Well, I don't know, if you're just doing the one, like who's seen Lady in the Water? With the one guy who's got like the one regular arm and then the one arm that is roided up to hell. Oh, that was such a terrible movie. I was working at a movie store when that came out, and you know, that was one of those ones we got like 80 copies of, I think. It's like, oh man, people are gonna love this shit. It's an M. Night Shyamalan. It's like, yeah, it is, but ugh. Yeah, I gotta stick. I think my tap is dripping. I think that was when I decided that M. Night Shyamalan movies were not worth watching anymore, because that was the one where he made himself the out and out savior of humanity. I feel like I've seen that clip somewhere. Hey, MEP, how's it going? I feel like recently Shyamalan uh, came out with kind of more interesting movies. Like, you know, he definitely reached like a saturation point where it's just like, okay, we don't want any more to do with this guy. He got that X-Pac heat. I think it was around, oh, you know what, where it was probably The Last Airbender and After Earth. And then, yeah, it took a couple of years, and then he did The Visit, which apparently is really fucking weird. And then Split and Glass, which were all right. I didn't even know Split was a Shyamalan movie until, you know, like the end of the movie, I think. And it's like, oh, okay, fuck. And I feel like Knock at the Cabin, either Knock at the Cabin or, yeah, like I feel like Knock at the Cabin got decent reviews. Decent. Okay, not fantastic, but okay. Thanks, MEP. I appreciate it. It's coming along, okay? I'm gonna try and. This is the bit where I'm like, okay, what do you do to kind of mimic that? So we're gonna try some things. Because this doesn't make sense really with the way muscles work. Oop. Something was buzzing. I didn't turn off my notifications. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you've seen The Visit. I've seen the review of The Visit where it was like, what the fuck was that? Has he worked on Black Mirror? I could see him doing. That seems like his kind of thing, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna like try some shit and see how it looks, I suppose. Should I make his arms hairy too? Because that really helped on Wolverine here. So fuck around for drawing in inks, fucking around and finding out it was a bad idea. It is a bad idea. It is also how I work, unfortunately. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I don't have the patience to like actually plan shit out and do it properly, which would be the smart thing. And would Blood Force have a Shyamalan twist ending? No. Blood Force has an ending that actually builds up to a logical conclusion, surprisingly. Because I want actual, like, you know, while the parody element is important, like maybe like a single storyline could have a Shamalama Ding Dong and ending. But the overall story, I want, I if I ever get around to producing it, I do want it to have like a satisfying conclusion. Exactly. That's why I got white. Anything can be corrected. Whether it can be corrected to the point where it looks good again, yeah, maybe, maybe not. But who said blow up? Did I say blow up? If we're talking about a let's say yes. Let's say blowing up like the speculator bubble. Yeah, shaboom. But no, I did think about like, okay, what am I actually setting up from issue one here? And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of obvious. I guess I could probably, yeah. But like the whole thing is it's the confrontation between the Maxtricians and the Clerg, right? The Clerg Armada is coming to Earth, and the Maxtricians are looking for refuge in the meantime. That's the plot. So it's like, okay, well, eventually, I mean, if you want to pay that off at all, you kind of have to have the Clerg Armada show up. So, you know, we'll see how much I can pull it off, or maybe we won't if I never get there, but... But that is the logical thing I've set up. Just stealth cancel the series to hype up the FOMO special. Well, the problem with Kirkman properties, as far as I can tell, I haven't read a ton, but it seems like he likes the never-ending story kind of thing. Where it's like, let's have a decades-long superhero soap opera or zombie soap opera, whatever. And it's like, eventually he's going to want to move on from that, and you got to wrap it up. It's like, but those kinds of properties don't lend themselves to a satisfying conclusion. Like you're talking about like ending a TV show essentially, right? Same kind of thing. Like how many of those actually have a Cheers style satisfying conclusion? Even then, they still brought Sam and Diane together, and they shouldn't have done that. But you know, have I read Infinite? I have not. I have issue 1. I just got that the other day, so I'll take a look at that at some point. It's just interesting because I mean, like, One Piece will never end. Yeah, that's fine. And I mean, neither did Berserk, did it? And you know, it's fine. It's just it's something you got to be aware of when you buy into any Robert Kirkman thing. Is that whatever this thing is, it's going to be probably cool for a while, and then eventually it's going to start to suck, and it will not end in an interesting way. Most likely. Or not in a satisfying way, anyway. Rob, you should do this. I was talking to work. I assume that was meant to be that's not going to work for me, but it is still kind of funny the other way. And I mean, that shouldn't surprise anybody. Just the fact that Rob was working for a writer again was like, oh man, that's not going to end well. Rob hasn't worked for a proper writer since fucking Louise Simonson. And that didn't go too well. Jet Li I haven't been checking out Battle Beast. I know Rob Norton was, and he's been raving about it. I could see it from based on whatever I'm, you know, like I think I know a little bit about Battle Beast. It seems like a Battle Beast kind of concept, so that'd be kind of cool. I know. I feel like I should step up production while he's out, so just to like help people out a bit. But I mean, that's not going to happen. I'm kind of at the limit for what I can produce in a week anyway, and that might actually be kind of dickish now that I think of it. Like writing to Battle Beast saying, I very much enjoyed your last album. When will, what's his name? I can't remember the name of the singer for Beast in Black right now. It's been a long time now since I checked it out. When will he work with you? There's some messed up kind of hands coming in, I think. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, those fingers are kind of going all over the place. I don't think that's working too well. Oh well. Oh no, there's no hand for me to work off of for reference. Fuck. Is it only the fourth Beast in Black album? I thought there was another one. I guess not, eh? There's Beast in Black, there's From Hell with Love, and there's Highway to Mars, right? I thought there was, yeah, at least another one. Okay. I'd love to hear another one. Highway to Mars for me wasn't, it didn't quite have the cachet of From Hell with Love, but it was still very good on after a few listens. At first I was like, that's okay, we're going to be largely blacking these fingers out. Hey, Daryl. Like at first I thought Highway to Mars was way too synthy. It should be okay, I think. Dark Connections, that was it. Highway to Mars is just the single I remember off it then, I guess. Just black that out altogether. Why not? Yeah, that's terrible. Oh man, that turned into a claw. Oh well. Here, we'll figure something out. Let it dry for a bit, and then we'll do some whiteout shit. Here, we're gonna blackout. I think that's about right, actually, yeah. Doctor. Yeah, it's still kind of claw-like, isn't it? Oh well. I don't know if I can fix it now. See, I think we were talking about fuck around, find out style inking, right? This is kind of a good example right here of why you shouldn't do it. Oh, is some dipping? No, it feels like it. That is true. That is true. It's hard to make your hands look like graceful when you're getting stabbed. I think part of the problem was deciding to black in large parts of the hand. It didn't work out nearly as well as I hoped. You do get to learn interesting fixes. Or you get to decide, you know what, I'm okay with it being not as great as I would like it to be. Hey, Brain, how's it going, man? That's the thing. It doesn't entirely look not like a hand. I think I'm okay with leaving it as it is. Not happy with it, but, you know, it's like, okay, well, I think I can at least forget about it and worry about other parts of the drawing for now. This should be... No, I don't know. I wouldn't miss 2 in a row if I can help it. I'm a little bit surprised this is taking as long as this. I figured I'd be getting close to done by now. I know there's a ton of Melspin going on today, but let's do that. Well, it's not so much quitting. It's just that, you know, getting paid is kind of hard to resist, right? There we go. Is that going on today? Canada versus South Africa? Let's see. When's it scheduled for? Oh, it's on right now, and it's scoreless. Okay. Polito of Lady Death fame, right? I mean, I guess I could do that, sure. Once this becomes more successful. Like as of right now, if a Pee Wee soccer team could sponsor me, I'd be probably more appreciative. But how long have we been going? 1 hour and 45. I think it's about time for a smoke break and to plug in the cord here. You're a veteran at a con at a sports center, and the con became a shit show because they held it the same day a Pee Wee soccer tournament was. Okay. That's the kind of thing you'd like them to kind of work out beforehand, wouldn't you? All right. I'm going to grab a smoke. Ugh. There we go. I'll just be back in a second here. Well, like 5 minutes or 10 or whatever it is. One of those. Okay, just be back in a second there. Oh, nice timing. Hey, John, how you doing, bud? I think we know what'll get it done for my release. It's if I put on RoboCop remake, and nothing until. What the hell does boots look like? Yeah, they're also kind of the same. I believe that's the one, yes. With Sam Jackson and Michael Keaton. So the terrible one, yeah. I feel like these boots aren't going to look that great. Steve Blackman's not Canadian, is he? Get back here. That's what I get for leaving the sign up there that long. Where's the fucking tape at? There we go. From what I understand, RoboCop 2 has a lot of fans. But it's not like, you know, the first one, it's, you know, like it's at the same time schlocky and also incredibly funny satire. Second one is more schlock. I guess there's still quite a bit of satire in there. Yeah, the kind of Frank Miller script. A lot of people really dig RoboCop 2. I still haven't seen it in its entirety. I've seen clips of it. Like, you know, you see the bit where they're showcasing the different RoboCops, and they're all failures of some degree or another. RoboCop 3, from what I understand, is absolutely terrible. Probably, whereas RoboCop Remake was mediocre. They did share a similar problem in that they were both PG-13. Like, why would anybody do that with a RoboCop movie? I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know. It's because you're trying to get more people into the theater. And it's like you're not thinking about why this movie was successful. Kind of hard to have Clarence Boddicker walk in and go, "Bitches leave" in a PG-13 movie, you know? Well, and I mean, they couldn't get Peter Weller back even. Yeah, that boot doesn't look great. Oh well. Not being able to draw feet very well isn't exactly new in comics, right? Yeah, probably not too long, like not too far off from when they were doing the RoboCop cartoon. I don't remember which comic I was reviewing when I found that the ad for that. That was something else. The late 90s cartoon? I haven't heard of that. I think this was the early 90s cartoon I heard about. Oh no, here we go. Monty has RoboCop opinions. We're just going to make up completely new muscle groups in the shoulder here. That seems to be what Adam Kubert liked to do. This shoulder's fucking ridiculous. What the fuck is that? It looks like Frankenstein shit. RoboCop Alpha Commando. Okay. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Is that like... Oh my god. Why is he so thick? And why is he like derpy smiling? Okay. Everybody loved Dick. Okay? Take that out of context if you want. I don't give a fuck. What? I don't know if I even want to hear about that. Oh. Yeah, that's not how you fix that. Yeah, this stuff is turning into sludge. I have to rinse this thing out after... If I remember, I'm going to have to rinse this thing out after the stream. And refill it. Way to live up to your stereotypes, Japanese animators. Let's go with that. Is that actually true, or is that like modified canon? The Sailor Uranus thing. It's real. Okay, for fuck's sake. At some point, you got to figure they were just like, okay, you know what? Fuck you. This is what it's like then. Okay, so the Butch one then? Jesus fucking Christ. What is Robo Vampire? Because that does sound more interesting. This isn't quite right. We're learning all sorts of interesting new Sailor Moon lore. Monty, come on, keep up. This is relevant cultural information or something. Okay, this ain't going well up here, whatever this is. See, I never really got into the anime thing myself at all. Dragon Ball Z looked like it could be cool, but then every time I tuned in, nothing was happening. It seemed like, you know, fighting or something should be happening. But there was mostly a lot of people standing around talking about how powerful they are. And it was like, man, this is kind of boring. That didn't work out too well either. I know, I got a few manga. I still have, you know, I got like two or three Takabons in my house that I bought like 3 or 4 years ago, and I still haven't gotten around to them yet. I got 3, that's right. I got like a volume of Berserk. I got a volume of, like, the first volume of Berserk and Chainsaw Man, and one of the middle volumes of One Punch Man. And I've still never really gotten around to checking them out much. Okay, well, there's some good stuff in here and some that needs to go. That's an awful introductory list of manga? Okay. That could be why I never gotten into them then. It wasn't about trying to get into manga. It was trying to figure out more interesting ways to set up panels. So, you know, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just kind of reading a lot of early to mid 90s American comics, which all kind of look the same. You know what? I think I actually need something to switch things up a little bit. That was kind of what I gathered too. The charging up thing. Jake Bugbear and Andrew were canceled to avoid seeing the artist creatively develop. Well, that was why I checked out the. Well, I mean that wasn't why, but I figured, you know, you'd think that would be at least a benefit of checking out the early work when they're like kind of excited about it and shit. All right, there's some messy bits to this I do not like, but I don't think we're going to bother with the background here unless the guy asks for it, in which case I'll throw it in after. Doesn't really add anything. All I remember hearing about Fist of the North Star was seeing clips with guys like gushing blood everywhere. Like, well, not even gushing, spraying blood everywhere. And I figured that was what Fist of the North Star was. Just like, oh, people take hits and exsanguinate. Akira seems like the way to go. Just getting your hands on copies of it is going to be difficult because like they're a little expensive. Let's see here. Where's my... Here we go. Still working? Yeah, good shit. No, that didn't curve enough. All right, a little better. Oop. Oh, that's not... Fuck. There we go. Trying to draw on ink is a little bit tough sometimes. Fuck! Yeah, pretty much, I think. Pretty much done. Okay, we'll have to try with the whiteout. Because it seems like... I'll just shade in around it. Like, trim the edges. No detailing on Wolverine's legs? It's all black, man. But there's no detailing in the costume, if that's what you mean. No. So yeah, let's try to find the angle a little bit. There we go. Ah. Come on, stay put. There we go. Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's the character design, really, is that he just has black legs. You know, take it up with Joe Mad. Okay, not too bad, I guess. I don't know. I mean, could do speed lines, I suppose. That is kind of what's in the original. Yeah, no, that is kind of the thing where with the straps. No, I don't think a black void background would work out too well on this one. Where'd my 08 go, too? That you? That is you, okay. Let's see here. Mostly not touching the character. At least at this point. So we're using the middle claw stabbing as the focal point here. Oh, this could take a little bit. Let's try and break it up a little bit to... So we're going to try and get the lines to kind of work in this pattern here. Something like that. Hey Jay, how's it going? I think I'm going with speed lines, like you know, which is kind of what was in the original. Come on, it's gonna take a lot longer if you can't even get to the fucking page. I should get Merritt to do the speed lines. He'd probably charge me a fortune for it, though. He'd say, and yeah, you do 30 variant versions of the speed lines and charge me $50 for each version. Oh, come on. I feel like I should do a black border around the background so I can make sure that the goddamn nib is touching the paper. Excuse me. Thank you. The point went, no, we're not doing that shit. Unless I'm getting 10 cents American per line, then that's okay. I read that as like the micron 0.01. Yeah, I think the 03 works better. Oh man, this is gonna cramp up my hands. I don't have a fountain pen. Can't do it. I got a brush pen. And that'll just make a mess of this whole thing, I think. Yeah, let's get down this way. Have to be the 003. I do have one of those. That's that one here. It holds up better than the 01, as far as I've seen. The 01 turns into an eyelash after like 10 strokes. Wrap the tape around the pen to take pressure off your joints. I do not have Zipatone, no. And I should move this over a little bit. Well, hopefully it doesn't take 4 hours. My buddy Jay does. He actually ordered a whole bunch of Zipatone and was trying it out and was having some fun with it. But he lives on the other side of the country. So. Funnily enough, the pressure isn't so much on my hand here as I'm at least remembering to hold the pen fairly lightly. It's more on my left forearm for having to hold the ruler in place. Yeah, shit, I didn't turn off my notifications. Oh well. Sorry, guys. Wrap tape around the ruler. Oh, there you go. That makes much more sense. I feel like this would work a lot better if the table wasn't at such a steep angle and it was just like flat maybe. But then you got back problems starting up after that. So, it's just like you can't win, right? Let's taper some off here. No, not quite. There. remember trying to get like Stephen Platt density speed lines at some point and going at it for like 2 hours and getting like from here to here in a smaller drawing and fucking up my hand doing it. A little bit further. There we go. Okay. The rotating drawing surface? That sounds useful as hell. I don't think I've heard of that before. Is this going to go all the way up all the way? Yeah, pretty much. Sure. Plywood in a lazy Susan? Sure. If I just leave it like this, where all of the speed lines are coming out of the back here, yeah, that might be a little bit not getting the effect I'm looking for, you know? It'd be okay. It wouldn't be finished in my opinion. You got to go all the way around. Oh, there we go. Who's tag teaming? That's a good question. I think this is Airborne. Oh, this is Anvil. Yeah, that makes sense. What are these guys tag teaming? Well, given that it's Anvil, I think we can probably guess. If you do a rip page in the foreground. What if I just rip the page, like at the bottom here? That's dynamic, right? Okay. Oh, Wolverine number 50. I see, I see. Okay, let's try the other side here. Let's shake things up a bit. We're gonna keep the variety going. We should probably start at the low end. Oh, this is potentially problematic considering I start from this end now. Can do it the other way. It feels slower. And honestly, not producing these good lines. Oh no, we got problems. You know, unless I turn it upside down. I guess I could do that too. Although then you got to go from there to there. Yeah, that makes more sense. And is it already time to start over? Fuck, man. I held it together as long as I could. That's right. Did I not make the post with the Cyclops? This is, I mean, this is it. Still working on it. And how's it going, man? Ow. Fucker. I would disagree with you on that one, Roland. I got several deadlines that I'm behind on. This one isn't as tight a schedule, but I got to draw something on the streams, right? So that works out fine. Right, I was trying to remember what the deal was. One of you was Arrow, one of you was a name. That was what I remembered. Yeah, I will try to take some comfort in that, Brain. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Is that how I speed up the process, Monty? I would be down. Okay. I might need to take a second smoke break in here before we finish up, just to rest my fucking arm. Is this Queensryche? Okay, I don't know too much about some of the artists on here. I think I decided I needed some Queensryche on here, and then I had some difficulty finding what would be the good Queensryche. Yeah, Queensryche, one of those bands I always figured I should get at least an album of. I never got around to it. There's a couple of bands on here like that, where it's like, oh, this is my chance to listen to them over and over. Exactly. No, my arm does need a cigarette occasionally. Okay, which one is where in there is Operation Mindcrime? That's the one I heard I should get. Nope, gotta remember I'm in here too. That's like their third album. Okay, so it is in with the good ones then. I take it. All right. You know, hey, maybe I'll get around to listening to it at some point. Oh, okay. That should make it easy to identify, I suppose. I don't mind if you wander off, Roland. That's up to you. I don't expect anybody to stick around and watch me draw lines for 2 hours or whatever. I gotta do this shit. Anybody who sticks around, I appreciate you. You're a better man than me. I probably wouldn't do that. Not knowing anybody about him, I would guess the old bandmates. If that's after he was kicked out of the band. I appreciate it, Comic King. All right. Okay. Okay, time to rest the forearm a little bit. So, here. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna let my left arm just like hang down the entire time. Let the blood go back into it. Okay. I almost forgot to put the glasses on. Yeah, I don't even know if they're necessary at this point, but I can check out the Discord, Roland. Thanks, man. Okay, so. Oh, did I miss split your lungs like blood and thunder? Or with blood and thunder? Okay, so I have to position this correctly. This will be interesting because I have to go long on this. Oh man, I feel like this is gonna take a while to do this section. I feel like this will get easier in a minute because I'll be getting to the black legs here. I never had British. I don't even know if I'd listened to British Steel all the way through. I listened to parts of it. I had Screaming for Vengeance as a kid, though, and I listened to that fairly often. I think my dad got me that. Because I wouldn't have thought to get it myself. Oh, the finger shaking is not a good sign. Should I be cutting up through the middle here? No, just a little bit of strain. I probably should cut up through the middle. But the only thing I drink is flavored water, and I drink a lot, so I don't think it's dehydration. Unless the water flavoring itself is dehydrating, in which case I'm kind of fucked. Learn to draw with the left hand just in case. Honestly, the right hand feels fine right now. So, Like, we can sacrifice the left hand. The left hand isn't good for much. I almost forgot I need to work out where the signature box is going to be. Probably right in here. Or over here, maybe. Just leave that blank for a minute. Come back to it and clean it up after. That sounds useful. For sure. If nothing else, I mean, drawing sessions could go a lot longer, right? Because it's like, oh man, the hand's getting tired. Time to switch up. Part 2 begins. Okay. Well, there is that one guy that does that, right? The drawing with both hands at once. It's something, and then at the same time, you're like, man, fuck you. Why would you even learn how to do this? Just show it up the rest of us. Well, don't they usually, they often have like, you know, if you go looking, you can find like the girl who sits at a desk and writes two things or draws two things with two hands and then draws two other different things with her feet. And it's like, why aren't you just in a lab somewhere being experimented on to discover how we can all do this? Like, how does the government allow this? That would do it, yes. The not rotating. It's definitely helpful for things like when I did the speed arts. It's much better to have the sheet completely stationary for the entire thing. And I did it for a while, and then it just like, you know what? It's a lot easier if I rotate. I think I'm gonna do that now. Twisting my hands in all sorts of carpal tunnel positions to try and make the video a little bit more palatable. Stay put, fucker. I don't think that helped too much. Thought it might, but hey, man, if it works, by all means, stick to it. Just for me, like, keeping it something that, like, I don't want to be thinking about challenging myself in terms of how I'm positioning my arm. You know, in terms of what I'm putting on the page, okay, yeah, I can do that every once in a while. But overall, it has to be the kind of thing I don't have to think about too much about the mechanics if I'm going to keep coming back to it, you know? Pretty sure on the first issue when I was doing speed lines, like this kind of thing where it's all on a central point, I was trying to do it without moving the board. And like that's a great way to wear yourself out. No. The music didn't stop. Just got a little quiet because this is Spotify. Some songs just come in quieter. You know, I try to keep it at a reasonable volume, but if I turn it up to match the quieter songs, then guarantee the next one's going to be loud, and I'm not going to, I'm going to be making myself deaf while I'm trying to draw. That makes some sense. It does make it a giant pain in the ass when, some of these are quiet and some are loud. But what can you do, right? No, not quite almost done because I got to do the top after this, but the top's going to be, this is the difficult part. The top's going to be easy after this at least. It occurs to me that if I were doing this in Photoshop or whatever, that this would be like a single layer that would be like pre-programmed in or something. Yeah, fuck you, stay put. Piece of shit. Oh, I missed the top of the foot here. No, there's nothing there, okay. Is Ghost in, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Ghost was a band as well, but I don't think I know them. Fuck you. Will you just stay put already? They're Swedish? Okay. Kiss as if they were produced by Disney. Okay. There's a lot of interesting, yeah, like this one here, I feel like this and because Crazy Licks are also Scandinavian, are they not? But there's a lot of Scandinavian bands that seem to come out in the early 2000s. And they're like, you know what? Fuck this. Get back to the 80s. That's what this is. This is I don't remember where they're from. They might be Finnish. This is Wigwam. Yeah. Are Wigwam Swedish too? There's like a bunch of them. I went looking for 80s hair metal sounding stuff. And I didn't, like there were all sorts of bands I hadn't heard of. And every time you check in, it's like, okay, are they just an obscure 80s American band or are they from Norway? Well, probably not from Norway, but Swedish, Finnish, maybe Danish. It's all from Sweden, is it really? I didn't look that close. I just remember noticing the trend. I mean, I'm okay with it. Maybe I'm getting messed up because the lead singer of Beast in Black is Finnish. The good thing about the speed lines is that it does call a little bit of attention away from the fucked up hands and feet. Because it blends them into the background just a little bit. Yeah. Not to mention your eye, of course, is drawn to what all the fucking lines are pointing at. That helps too. Give up a true spin. Really? That sounds interesting. Be a weird little artifact to have. I was half thinking when I do the signature, I should do it up Wolverine's leg like a print. Like as if it was Adidas. I don't know how well that would go over though, so I'm going to not do that. Okay, just about done here. No. Okay, I don't think the short for Bucky O'Hare is officially doing better than the video just yet, but it's pretty close. Oh well. That's how it goes. Don't go thinking you can hold on to that for until this is done. Is this Wigwam again? I feel like it is Wigwam again. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot on here. It's like they kind of captured the spirit of what I really wanted on this list. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, that'd be interesting. See, like I said, that'd just be kind of like a cool artifact. And look how fucked up this thing is. Is that its own comic, or is it featured somewhere? Because if it's featured somewhere, I'm never going to find it without your help. Let me take a look. And again, give my arm a rest. Oh, it is a thing. 1992 from Mirage. $42 for issue 1. Doesn't look like there's a copy for less than 18 on my comic shop. That's Series 1. Series 2, a little bit more manageable. Is that all of it? Oh, no. 99.6. 125. Oh, 9.8. Okay, there you go. We're talking about the what I mean the one that's super expensive. Well, the ones that are kind of expensive. Those are the Mirage ones, which would undoubtedly have tiny print runs. Blame the Netflix speculators. The 125 for, I don't think it was the Dark Horse one. I think it was the third series. That was for a 9.8. The 9.8s are always stupid, right? To the point where I'm just like, okay, what the fuck is the point of this? It's just like we need something to figure out something to spend money on. It's funny every once in a while you get people who go like who can't handle comics being handled a little harshly. And it's like, oh man, I don't know if you're on the right channel for that. I'm not treating these reverently. I am treating these like mass-produced, cheap entertainment. Which is kind of what they are. Although they get less cheap every year, but you know. The 90s ones where we got hundreds of thousands of copies printed, yeah, I don't think I need to go too easy on those. Hey, Wolf Kitty, how's it going? Thanks very much. We're getting close to this being done. Well, we're getting close to the point where I can start fixing things anyway. Oh, you live close to Marasu. Is that what they were saying? They don't take kindly to trespassers or unsolicited work. Oh, that's... I thought you were saying you like... like, you misspelled like. It's like, I like the way they don't like trespassers or unsolicited work. Like, all right, yeah, that's respectable, sure. Almost there. Almost there. You can do it. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? You're aware I'm drawing a violent assault, right? Might be a little bit difficult to tell with it on its side like this. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's some good stuff and some stuff I'm like iffy on in this, but overall that's usually okay. Yeah, it didn't turn out too bad, I think. Again, there's some iffy bits here and there, but for the most part, pretty good. It's gonna fuck with the camera, I feel like. It's gonna start going digital soon. Or pixelated. Yeah, let's do brush pen. Nope, my brush pen's not doing too well anymore. They were closed, weren't even there, but the guy they did answer was impressed by their golf. Really? Okay. All right. Yeah, no, at least you got something out of it. Just like a thumbs up or something. And it's like, okay, turn around now. So how'd that end up looking? No, hopefully he'll be okay with it. What the fuck? Apparently I decided to drop my 03 in my ink. It was just kind of sitting in there. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Unless it just fell in there, I didn't notice. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That'll be fine. Oh, whatever, it's set off. Okay. I am finished now, I think. If nothing else, I need to go wash my hands. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I don't know how I'm going to turn this thing off now because my fingers are all full of covered in fucking ink. Oh, hang on. Let me get a better angle. All right. I'll put this up on Instagram and shit. Yeah, make sure you tell people when I do that I fucked up my pens afterward. All right, you guys have a good week. I'll see you on Wednesday. I should be there this time. Whoop. There we go. All right, peace out, guys.